Welcome back, gamers. This is Kenning with another episode of Hearthstone. Last week we started an arena deck using a mage, and we're going to go ahead and pick that up where we left off. If you remember, we were 1-1 with our mage with a very strange deck, and I took some time to look at it afterwards, and I probably didn't pick exactly the right cards I should have. Made some misplays based on last week's performance, but with any luck we can tighten it up and we'll do pretty good this round. So let's go ahead and play a game or two.
Jaina versus Jaina.
All right, another mage.
You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart.
Well, let's see here. We are going second. That's good. I believe I will keep everything except the Earthen Ring Farseer. Let's go ahead and replace that and see if we can't get a better draw. Dark Iron Dwarf is okay. Not too shabby. And our first play is going to be the Mana Wyrm. And, yeah, I mean, we can coin. Actually, yes, we will Mana Wyrm, pass the turn, and we will coin into our Scarlet Crusader, which will give us a spell, buff him up, and put a 3/1 with Divine Shield on the board.
Hello.
I can taste the
Mana Addict. So if I'm not mistaken, that is, it's to attack this turn only when they cast a spell. Well, we're still going to go ahead and coin into our Scarlet Crusader. And I'm going to actually leave her on the board. Probably going to regret that, but I'll take her out with the Scarlet Crusader next turn if, in fact, we get that chance. Of course, if there's a spell cast right now, she's going to be a 3/3, which will take out my Mana Wyrm. Essentially, that's 2 cards for 1, though. I guess it's not a bad deal. Ah. Does he get lucky? No. Does not take out any. Okay, well. That was a very interesting play because he left everything on the board for me. I'm a little confused, actually, why he would do such a thing. We did lose our Divine Shield. A little unfortunate, but we're going to go ahead and... is there an easy way to take care of her first? Well, we can Frostbolt it and freeze it, but I kind of want to save that for a more threatening creature. So, actually, we will take her out and play our... that was strange. Our Raging Worgen. And with any luck next turn we can ping him for 1 and do 6 damage. Excuse me. That's 8 damage. I've decided I kind of have to play this mage deck a little aggressive. It's just the way the cards were drawn. It's not very controlling. Secret. Oh boy, what could that secret be? If it's a vaporize, oh no, that could be really, what to do. I know what I want to do. Oh boy.
I wonder.
Well, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and... I'd hate to waste a Frostbolt. I want to get as much as I can out of this Mana Wyrm because I'm guessing it's a Vaporize. And I don't want to lose my Worgen, but I want to trigger it. So I'm going to go ahead and Frostbolt. And here comes the Vaporize. No, it's not a Vaporize. Okay. Interesting. What could it be? A counterspell, perhaps? Which would be kind of funny because I don't really have many spells in my deck. Could be Ice Barrier or Ice Block, I suppose. That's the other one. Well, it's not Ice Block because she would have been triggered, so it could have been Ice Barrier. I believe that's the correct one, Ice Barrier, where they go to fatal damage. They're immune. It'd be strange to play so early, though. Emperor Cobra is gonna sack my Worgen. So, why don't we get as much as we can out of him? Oh, Mirror Entity. But you know what? That's fatal damage. I forgot about Mirror Entity. Wow, that went swimmingly well. As a matter of fact, I think we'll go ahead and queue up another.
Jaina versus Rexa.
And we draw a Hunter. Okay. Let the hunt
asked
begin
for it.
indeed, sir. The Spellbreaker I'm going to toss. I won't need that right now, and chances are he's going to be doing a lot of low-cost minions. The Scarlet Crusader will probably help in that. The Cone of Cold we're going to keep because that should help with... It's one of our few control spells, control cards in our deck. And the little Earthen Ring Farseer. Boy, I can't get away from that card. I guess it's okay. Just have to use it the best we can. And a Flamestrike. Wonderful. Once we get to 7 mana crystals, of course. Nothing to do. Pass the turn. And a Leopard Gnome. Well, that'll probably get pinged. We don't have a 2-cost card to play anyway, and once he's played, that's 2 damage to us regardless. So let's just get rid of it now and not take 4 instead. Rather take the 2. And Starving Buzzard early. Okay. Actually, in an arena deck, it's not all that certain that he'll have a lot of low-cost minions. If it was a built deck, those would be held back for a 1-turn kill deck. So, we need to... Well, we can ping that Timberwolf and take off that attack, and then that's a 2/2. But that leaves card draw on the board, and we have no way of getting rid of that card draw. Our other option is Cone of Cold. I think that's our play. This will put a presence on the board, but we won't be able to remove anything, so Cone of Cold is going to be the play. And we will have to ping that Buzzard next turn, prevent him from getting any more card draw. And there's more card draw. Okay, well, a ping, Fire Blast, leaves us with 2. And that's actually all we can do. We really don't have much of a play otherwise. Oddly enough, we're just going to have to survive till mid-late game, it looks like. Notice with this deck, you're either off to the races from the start, or you're waiting until mid-end game.
I let the dogs out.
That makes things difficult. We do have a silence, however. And we may in fact be using it. Although, what does a silence do? Removes the taunt. And the 2/2. That's about all we can do, so that looks like that's the play. It's either heal, yep.
Your magic shall not save you.
That'll have to be the play, and there's a 4/3 on the board that'll probably be cleaned up this turn. Wonder which one he'll run into it. Himself. Okay. Falling behind here. Dangerously behind, actually. Alrighty. Well, we have no taunt showing up. Our Flamestrike comes out next turn, so we can actually hopefully hold out till next turn. And saying that, I think I'm going to go ahead and play both of these, heal myself back up, wait till the next turn. Hopefully he plays quite a few creatures and we will Flamestrike. That'll be especially good if he goes for the face instead of clearing my board. That'll put me in a really excellent. That's exactly what I was hoping he would do. Just don't kill me. Oh boy. That's fatal damage. Wow, that is well played.
Well played.
Well, we took a risk. Didn't quite work out well. The downside to this deck is card draw. Not sure how we could have played that any better. These are going rather quick, so why don't we go ahead and kick off one more. We'll do 3. And with any luck, we'll get a win and we'll continue on until next week.
Jaina versus Earthen.
A paladin.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Interesting, interesting. A paladin. What can a paladin do? That's pretty much the first thing you need to size up is what you have in your hand versus who you're playing. Although in an arena, it's hard to tell because their decks aren't built like a normal. But, okay, let's make a decision here. I love that card, but it's too early. Love that card, it's too early. We're going to go ahead and keep those. Didn't really have any control, so there was nothing to... 2 Frostbolts, okay. Interesting. Well, we have a little bit of control.
Hello.
Well, hello, sir. Hello to you. And we can, we can go into a Novice Engineer. I think we won't. I think we'll wait a turn and see. Trying to remember Paladin. Drawing a blank for some reason. What would be the threat from a Paladin? It's hard to say. Let's go ahead and do... Do we want to destroy that Swamp Ooze? I think we'll be okay for right now. Why don't we go ahead and do some card draw and see what we get. Scarlet Crusader. Okay, that'll work, that'll work. Let's pass the turn. And his decision will be to Sword of Justice. Oh boy. That is a well-played Sword of Justice. Perfect timing. Of course, he did take out my Novice Engineer, which means I will be pinging that to take care of it right now. And we can coin into a Frostbolt, but I think we're going to save them because it's highly unlikely he's actually going to use his Sword of Justice to attack because, of course, it gives you a +1/+1 to every minion that is summoned. Unfortunately, we need an acidic Swamp Ooze to get rid of that weapon, and we don't have one, and we're not a warrior for armor or swordsmith, so guess we're gonna pass the turn. I believe it's swordsmith. There's a weapon removal card. There's also Harrison Jones, which is your legendary. There's a taunt. That's a 4/6 taunt with that, and our removal. Actually, we could burn 2 Frostbolts. And that will be the play. Alright. Check it out. We're going to Mana Wyrm. Then we're going to coin, which is a spell, buffing our Mana Wyrm. Then we're going to blow 2 Frostbolts, which is also with another spell. And hope like hell I do not regret this. Pass the turn, and now we have a 4/3 Mana Wyrm.
Squire,
That may not have been the best play, but I think it was kind of fun. Yeah, that's a good play in his part too. That's an excellent play. That's time for a taunt, most definitely. Now, do we Booty Bay, which is a 5/4 taunt, or we put a Defender of Argus, which is going to give us a 5/4 taunt? Really? Are you? Yep. Okay, well, we could Polymorph 1. That won't leave us much.
I wonder.
5/4. Boy, that's still gonna. That's not really gonna help us either way, and we have not enough control. If we polymorph, that leaves the 3/3 in play, and we don't have ability to stop it. So if we can't stop the Mana Wyrm from dying, our next bet is to.
I wonder.
Do as much damage as possible, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna mitigate this damage. I just. Regardless of whether or not we can stop it, I don't want that on the board. I really hate to waste that 5. Yeah, I'm not going to waste that 5.
Runs out
I'll
on
put it to hero damage. I'm losing the Mana Wyrm either way. After being buffed like that, just sacrificing it to a 3/3, I didn't feel right about it. So at least we gave him 5 points of damage before we lost our Mana Wyrm. That's exactly what I was hoping he would do, actually. Thank you very much. I get the damage to the hero first, and then he makes the decision. Does not always work out that way, unfortunately. And a taunt Divine Shield. Oh boy. Could use another Polymorph, absolutely. No more control. And we have 6 to play with. And it's not going to help us. We are in dire straits. Well, I could play the Berserker. Then give him Taunt. That'll give him 3/4. No, he'll die. Another option is a Jungle Panther and a Scarlet Crusader. Not sure what that'll do other than giving us board presence, Divine Shield, and see, a taunt is just going to die, and in this case, he'll lose the Divine Shield. So I think I'm going to go with the Jungle Panther and the Scarlet Crusader. Reason being, putting out the Booty Bay Bodyguard, he's going to be taken out by the Sunwalker. The Sunwalker's not going to take any damage, he's just going to lose his Divine Shield. So essentially that's a 5-cost, 5/4 taunt that's being traded for a Divine Shield. It's not worth it at all. This way at least he can't target anything without taking a little bit of damage or removing the Divine Shields. Yeah, he can use the sheep, but then targeting with the Sunwalker removes that Divine Shield, and technically I get a 2-for-1 or a 1.5, the Divine Shield, and oh, he is going to attack with his Sword of Justice. Interesting. I would not have done that. Avenging Wrath. Lovely spell for a paladin to have. Definitely takes care of my stealth. I mean, the odds are with 8 shots you're going to take out 2 damage. That was pretty much a... I need Blessing and Wisdom too. Boy, this is... he's playing good. We are going to match his Sunwalker. Although ours is only a 4/5. Yeah. We could do a 6/5. No, we can't. That's 9. What am I thinking?
I wonder.
What am I thinking? I really need to... Well, it sucks, but I'm going to ping off a shield. A little bit slow there. And I'm going to put up the taunt.
Get behind me.
I can hold it in my hand all day long. This is why the Booty Bay isn't as good, because of that 5/4 instead of the 3/5 Fen Creeper. This is the only reason, but it's a prime example. With that 4 health, it's low. Oh man, he put another Divine Shield up. Well,
I hope you like
really
my
need to get rid of that Sunwalker. Of course, we have our own now, but it won't trade because he's been buffed. A Flamestrike would be really nice. Won't clear the board. It'll still leave that Excuse me. Still leave that Sunwalker. What to do? What to do? Again, we're 1 short. That would have buffed my Sunwalker to be an even trade. So what we can do instead is...
What to do? What to do?
Well, I think I'm actually going to drop down the Sunwalker. And, I'm going to take the risk of keeping that Berserker alive in the hopes of pinging him next turn to enrage him. Well, that's 1. How many can that Sunwalker take? Another Divine Shield. Wow, he got an excellent card draw in this arena. Well played, sir.
to ride.
And he's going to charge the Berserker. Okay, well, things are looking good for the Paladin. Not so good for the Mage.
Reporting for
We will
duty.
do the best we can. That's a great card to have in play, but not by itself. So, what we're going to do is, oh brother. 3/3. Be a 4/4.
What to do? What to do?
Or a 4/3. And a 3. Okay, so we're gonna have to. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Almost made a mistake there. We're gonna heal ourselves. And then we're going to go ahead and do a taunt, because that's really all we've got left. And start pinging away at him, I guess. That may make a difference in the long run. I don't know. But he's absolutely the biggest threat on the board, and the taunt there, we have to go through it anyway. That's what I figured. He's got Blessing of Wisdom, so he's getting card draw every time. He's played extremely well with his hand this round. At least we can ping it next and get rid of it for once. Holy Wrath. Interesting. It's not a card you normally see in regular play. Does he have fatal damage? Oh, I believe he does now. Nope, one more turn. You have one turn left. Well, we're definitely taking care of that. And it looks like we will heal ourselves. And this is going to help us. He's played extremely well, and I do not mind losing. Unfortunately, that's going to knock us out of our arena. That'll be our 3 losses. So this is a short arena segment. But such is the case sometimes. You take a risk. And I certainly don't mind losing to this Paladin. That was a very well played SN64. Well done. Well, we went 2 for 3, which isn't exactly 50%, not the best. But it is what it is, and that's the risk you do with playing arenas. So I hope you enjoyed the arena run, and tune in next week where we will do another arena, or post in the comments below. And if you've got another idea, if you want to see a particular deck featured, you want to do another arena run, whatever, just let me know, and I'll queue it up for you. Thanks for watching.